Radio, what do you mean, no? What? Well, between the streams, the stream was live, even though I wasn't present when it went live. I was still live streaming. You can't argue with that fact. But anyway, between the streams.
Battle Brothers!
So thank you for Hetman for following. And radio that happened between the streams, so might not be here at the current moment. But let's get the game going. And I can shut down anyone's hopes down all I want. It's usually my job. Oh, there we go. The UI seems to have issues. Okay, so we'll continue right off where we were last time. Which was that we solved the riddle that involved the Bible studies in this room. And I do remember that we were left off in this room, or I remember it wrong. Do we have to join the other guests now? Oh, I ended at a very bad moment, it seems, because mission would have ended when I touched the door. Well, but it's odd. I succeeded in everything. I was almost certain that I skipped something or there was something alternative. But I have no idea where your mother is. So let's see. Logic would be something I really want. Occultism would also be something really requested. Oh yeah, and subterfuge. There have been so many times when that would have been requested. So let's see what sort of book skills I can get this time. If these are used on this, yeah. So let's say I take one for occultism from the book, which would be enough for the skill, so I don't have to care about that. Logic would take two, which would mean we have two left, which would be enough for questioning. That would mean I would have at least level 1 in awe in diplomat and level 1 in detective. Rounded up skills. I like that idea. So let's go for it. Pop up, pop up, and validate. Achievement Tragic Fate. And occultism. Oh, I can equip two more. Um, uh, uh, two in psychology, two in linguistics. Let's see. One in psychology. No, there isn't two. Iridian. There isn't two in either one, so I can't get a full skill. Can't get full skill in anything, but going towards something. Yeah, let's just go towards something then. Won't have any on subterfuge either. Okay, I take the one in linguistics. Yeah, let's take the linguistics and psychology because I can get those ready on next level up. Ooh, calculating.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
I doubt I can do anything on people's room at the moment, and I also doubt I can enter them. So let's just take the stairs and go down.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
Yeah, I'm not going to manage.
They kept up a secret correspondence, which makes me think they were suspicious of someone.
And did you find out who it was?
No, but von Volner is mentioned. They were planning to make a quick getaway and were looking to hide something beforehand.
Have you got these messages?
I could lie to her, and that would be free, but we have to trust her. Even though I bet that she will be very mad at our mother, but there must be a good reason.
Yes, go ahead, take a look.
I see. I must say, thanks for your honesty, Louis.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Yeah, I bet she will know it one way or another eventually. So it's better just...
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What? Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can.
It's a good thing
It seems
I
that your
told
mother
her.
tricked Emma. She apparently asked her to hide an important book so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Why would she do that?
I don't know, Louis, but I'll find out. You can count on that.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
Let me guess, it will be something super dangerous occult book that they couldn't just destroy for some
You will
reason.
pay dearly, Peru.
Usually always
I'm
the
sure
case.
you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest. But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And who is this charming character?
Manuel Godoy, the Duke of La Alcudia. He's the head of the Spanish government, Monsieur de Richet. He's the one who, in practice, controls Spain.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined.
What?
The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before.
How dare they?
Oh dear.
Oh, as if
And the Southern Urge of started
Friends,
wanting to
friends,
sing
let us
songs
calm
from
down.
Don't
Les
pretend to be
Mis-
surprised.
Les Mi-
Not a fit.
I can't say it.
Ridiculous. Bastard.
Ah,
He was sentenced to
Les
death by
Miserables.
361 votes.
I can't talk today.
360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until this, anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please, let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
There are people immune to psychology.
If I remember rightly, what Mother told me one night, King Louis was secretly also part of the Order. I wonder what impact his death will have on us.
Sad news, sir.
With whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured, the response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
Well, that diffused fast.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too.
Of course.
I heard about
Oh.
your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
No, I'm not telling him. Let's check. Cause my memories were bad. No. Oh, he's vulnerable to diversion. So yes, we're totally diverting the situation.
To hear you speak, you seem to know my mother well.
Not really. We met for the first time on this very spot some weeks back. We had a very pleasant
I won't
discussion.
always go back
She's
and
an
look
exceptionally
the weakness
learned
and
lady
immunities,
with
but
a good head
it's
for
been
business.
a long time.
No need for me to tell you that.
I agree.
Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Hmm. let's be honest.
How could I know about that? We haven't seen each other for several weeks.
Indeed. I was simply hoping to pursue the transaction that we had agreed on with you. Too bad. I shan't keep you, Monsieur de Richet.
All right then. Thank you.
Wow,
I hope
so
that your search
I
will
don't
prove
even have the
successful
two
and
ways
bring
to try
Sarah
it.
back to us soon. I must go now. I'll see you later.
That's bullshit. I thought I would have the 2 chances to recover.
You better go and check out the painting in Lord Mortimer's study.
Not at all happy about that. And I even
I have no space left.
used the
I'll retrieve it later.
vulnerability correct. Piece of amber. Piece of amber.
crystals.
This is why I got the skill.
Chronicles of the Amber Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Yeah, I guess the amulet has been long gone. And well, the owner of the amulet has been long dead as well, so... Guess there's nothing new over here. But what can Bonaparte tell us?
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
I'm not going to check, but I do remember he's complete immune to politics, but I doubt he's immune to diversion.
I'm sure that a soldier such as yourself is not interested in vulgar rumors.
Quite right. If only this cursed gossip didn't come to stain the uniform he has the audacity to wear.
Don't you find him worthy?
But how could he be, monsieur? He never sets foot on the battlefield, too occupied with charming the queen. Have you any idea of the number of titles that coward has won in just a few years?
No, not really.
10! And that Don Juan spends the best part of his time under the queen's skirts. The bugger must have some hidden talent, given all of the gifts she gives him.
I understand your point of view.
Looking at audio levels, you can't hear it, but there is a squawking of seagulls outside. I can't recall them really being here last year, so I thought that they were gone. But they are back. And sooner than ever I would have thought them to be. But since the mic doesn't capture it, it shouldn't be an issue. Like they are not keeping me up during nights or anything. I can sleep or / pass out with him, no matter the noise pollution.
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Or that I didn't have a choice in the matter of saying, do I know something? Especially with me knowing about the deal. I doubt
What do
she
you
has
want,
anything
Louis?
relative.
Emily, what can you tell me about the coming conference?
Sir Gregory and Lord Mortimer organize this kind of high society meeting every so often in order to consider the world situation.
But to what purpose?
Well, by bringing together the most influential people from the dominant nations of the modern world, they allow the mighty to discuss matters with calm clarity. There are precedents of armistices being signed at the end of these talks, you know. Talking while holding a glass of brandy makes things easier. You'll see.
What do you think of our last guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known. The gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
No.
I doubt that Lord Mortimer invited him for his charm, if you want my opinion.
You're leaving me?
Unfortunately, I have things to do. Thank you again.
The way she said it makes it feels like we dropped her as a consort instead of us just leaving her presence. Find very odd. I'm almost certain that there isn't anything I can do in the rooms, except he mentioned the painting.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
And I already forgot the name. So yeah. So let's try to find the room. Oh, actually. So it's the opposite way. And actually, yeah, I totally went the wrong way anyway. Well, screw it. It won't take that long, even though the speed isn't that high. I remember things happening and stuff, but names and location of rooms and such, all of that is just a blur. Whoop. Oh, I think I saw a level I shouldn't have been able to know.
Johann van Volner.
And no, I can't go into the room. And I did look at all the paintings when I was there, but nothing really happened.
What did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
Oh yeah, the painting. It is obviously a painting of sleep paralysis. Nightmare demons. But you heard that right? Did the bird just grunt?
A minor bird.
But no, don't speak to it because it might start repeating what I say.
Might come in handy.
I give them to the bird and the bird dies.
Let's take a closer look. Dark chocolate beans. Very bitter. They're greatly prized in high society.
Wait. Is that the amount for... Yeah, I'm assuming that's not the unit of weight, but the unit of how much it costs, because that freaking many pounds of paintings would be insane. And yeah, powder. Crying out loud. Very insane if that would be a measurement of weight instead of value.
No, what have we got here? Oh, it looks like a model. A model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes. Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling about it. Because that is a guillotine, so there will be a lock eventually that will chop off your hand or something if you do it wrong. Could it be behind this very painting?
Painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about.
I already knew
I
that.
just need to find out
But
what
we'll
she
figure
meant
it
by
out.
go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think.
Lift up?
There must be a mechanism somewhere.
That's a freaking heavy painting. And there are these candlesticks. Oh, you mean like lifting up? Like just directly up? Yeah, there are the pulleys. Those are not rails, those are pulleys. So where does they end up? If they end up in the poles, I doubt the bird has anything to do with it. And I think I've been through all the other paintings.
No. Let's look elsewhere.
Oh, I can look for a mechanism in the paintings.
I don't think this book can help me.
Yeah, just take it. You have been stealing so many books already.
Okay, no mechanism behind this painting. Well, I'll have to keep looking.
Oh. Obvious. Yeah, way too obvious. But
Aha! I found it.
Number.
Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
I have no idea where to start with the number.
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre. The Siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre. It was a major conflict during the Third Crusade.
Maybe it's something that unites.
Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus fought to take the town back.
I can't
It
remember
was the Crusaders'
years.
first operation to take back the Kingdom of Jerusalem.
I would immediately start guessing the year when it happened. But I have no memory and I don't want to cheat.
William Alexander Mortimer I, the 12th month of Anno Lucis, 5190. That's a funny date. William Alexander Mortimer I.
5190, let's try that.
5190. That's a funny date.
Yeah, it's just so odd to not be anything. So I can't go it the opposite way.
Damn it. It doesn't work. 5190. I was pretty sure it was right. Maybe I didn't use the right dating system.
Huh? Yeah, I didn't take that into consideration because, as you might guess, this isn't a Julian painting.
This painting isn't finished, and it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
But anyway, the year was wrong.
Coup de Lens by Paul Rubens. Hey, there are 2 dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL.
Oh. So do I need to convert the years into the other system? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that it's conversed. So should I convert the other one as well? But so it's difference of 4,000. It's just directly 4,000. Yes. So let's see what happens if I make this a 1 and lower the level, Gronk.
Doesn't work, damn it. I really thought I was close. 1,190. Isn't the right date when you subtract 4,000? I must have missed a subtlety.
Ah, so I had the right idea. But could it be 1 year in like another way? Oh, yep. So it's 1 year off.
Sesame.
This ended up being a lot easier than I thought. But how am I going to stop them knowing that I've been here? Like, I assume that it's like 1 year off. Like, I guess like in the system, when you say 90th century, you're actually talking about the years of 1,800 instead of 100 and 900. So I just convert 1 year to make it sure because of the differences. I can't really explain it, but it's very common that the years are abridged in a way.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
That's everything.
It's locked.
Secret room has locked doors. Oh, bidoo. Yeah, that was a thing. It's free.
Moreover, it shows a fair number of sea voyages being organized towards the American continent. No doubt with slaves. How many men are broken in this trade? Tens of thousands each year, according to what people say.
Yeah, I still have a hard time of understanding how did they make so many trips. Like, I haven't heard historical records of the slave ships like getting lost, but there are so many stages of like ships that just well like regular ships that delivered goods back and forth being missing and getting lost at the sea. And when they went to Europe, I at least think that should have been an easier route, an easier cargo, since it doesn't fight back.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he? This shows the forces present in America.
There's so many deals in so many different fields. Like, how the hell can you play on each table? I thought I saw another pointer. Wait, what? What question mark?
It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold.
Oh, your previous
26
message just came
I
off
know what it is.
for some reason,
Estimation
like
of my
later
country's
on.
population.
Okay, take
All our neighbors have far
take care,
fewer
Goran.
inhabitants.
And yeah, I wouldn't have thought that to be any odd since I've been a bit quiet. I had a bad headache a moment ago, and I was thinking, can I even stream or not? And there is so much to read in this part.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail.
Okay.
What is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where?
What?
The only clue she's
that?
left for Mortimer is this stone
That
sword.
guy.
It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
So I just take it. And when the sword was taken off, for one, I can't see the mark where it was. And when it, like in the actual cutscene when it was being dragged off, you could see writing in the textures of the inner globe. Like this would be made from a huge book. Hello, Itama. Well, I'm continuing this game. It's very intriguing. I was supposed to start a different game last Thursday, but I continue playing this, and I might just keep up until I have played through it. It's intriguing. I find myself fascinated about this game a lot. How could you? You ruined the idea of those rewards now.
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever.
Oh,
Something strange about this table.
I didn't even use the dancing one.
The Little Surgeon's Perfect Collection.
Oh?
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are two inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cube fascinating. Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton.
It isn't directly demonic. It's too concise for that. It looks like the writing usually found on whalebones. The mystical fate that the Lovecraft's lore was very much like delivered from. I can't remember what that religion was called. I don't like onyx.
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably.
Like, it's a stone snake.
A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid. Oh, his right hand is missing.
But it's holding something. Oh no, so this must be about the model we saw earlier. Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to when we have to try to open that. I bet that will be a case, and I bet if you fail, you will lose your hand. Since Innovation didn't mother lack of one hand as well. Intriguing. Also, I see error textures. And I can't just walk. Like, I could read through.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages.
Wait, is that... I guess that they are meant to be real and in formaldehyde. Very well preserved, all things considered. Also, raven's blood. Why there's so much raven's blood? Is it an ink or is it actual raven's blood?
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
Could it be the Iron Mask? I wouldn't be at all surprised. I will study that one last because that's most likely the thing that will trigger us needing to leave. How can he be playing every freaking part? A good fire symbol. I didn't see what I took.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
Well, I had that earlier. But yeah, imagine that when I was small, I had a toy. Like, I had that microscope as a toy, and it was a bit more improved design even. I just hate that you had to provide your own light to it. It was very inconvenient to use. And I haven't had a better microscope of my own other than that.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
I do remember seeing this before, like these options. Well, shit.
A table of
Oh.
alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything. Three rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Oh, I think I know what they are for. What? What the hell?
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
No, I don't want to spend. I could read it on my own if I could see it. I can't make out of it. It's too small. The art isn't enough from what I can see, so I can tell what it is. But I would hope that you could draw one and then just name your stand.
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais.
Since I unlocked the trade methodical, I would thought that I have studied everything now. So I have no idea where the other key is. Or where the hand is. Have I missed something? Huh? Wait, what? What? You have to explain it, Troy. Or I'm drunk or something. I bet I missed something somewhere, but I doubt it's been here. Like in this area. Maybe if I could have opened one of the some of those locked boxes, I could have gotten the other keys.
It's locked.
And yeah, this one doesn't even have a lock, so not getting over there. So I bet I should leave this area and go find where the sword belongs to. But there's so many intriguing things in here, and nothing I can do with them. I don't think there is anything I haven't interacted with. If anyone sees, please tell. But all game-wise, I now know that I cannot use science against Lord Mortimer.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Yeah, I guess this is everything I can do over here.
Preservation using formaldehyde.
Yeah, I did.
Just as disgusting as ever.
So I guess I should leave. Wait.
Weakness of the Human
Yeah,
Psyche
I did look
by
into
Guillaume
that.
Trimore. He says, it is possible to
Actually,
drill
I
an
didn't look
idea
at the
into
roof
someone
over here.
by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in and goes on.
Okay, chess.
There are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need
I
one
would
to
love a
convince the
study like
masses
this
that
so
it's the
much.
only one possible.
So much
Father
room and
isn't letting
so
the
many
ethical principles
resources.
get in
I
his way,
would
is he?
love using this as my study.
Oh shit. How am I gonna get out of here now?
Don't tell me I need another code. Can't I just pull it?
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side. It looks too easy. It could be a trap. It looks like the same as the one on the other side.
Hello, Juke. Huh? Well, I'm now in this interesting study of Lord Mortimer that's filled with all sort of things. I can't really do anything here. I guess I should go out since I have another clue about my mother. But the door closed into us, so... And I bet it can't be the same same combination as it was before. And why this feels like it's a bug, like it shouldn't look like this. I feel like there should be a panel like this over here, but there isn't. And I know I'm a bit suspicious that he said that it could be a trap. But why would there be a trap inside? You would think there'd be a trap outside.
As the one on the other side.
I'm just going to try.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh.
The grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date. I'd better not mess up again. It doesn't seem to be working.
Oh no. Oh no. It would be very bad if I am stuck inside. But what could it be? I doubt it's the same room, the same year. And wait, you can see through. Can you see it? There's this hole all the way through. You can see the chandelier. That's funny. There's so many dates. I have no idea what could it be. It could be anything. And I don't want to cheat, but... And you would think that that would be just a game over if I get stuck there. What could be so important over here that it would be the combination to get out? I highly doubt it's the same year as on the other side. Well, the plot is like I explained a moment ago. We need to get out of this room. And we need a year. It must be a year since it's 4 numbers. On the way here, we had to convert one statue that was using the Julian calendar to the, well, the common one, let's say. We have a painting over here, but I can't interact with it. So...
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
There's still the mystery of this skeleton missing a hand.
By the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid. Oh, his right hand is missing.
And I have no idea where to even start from. There's so many things over here. But everything doesn't seem to be that, like, nothing seems to be that important that it could be the door mechanism code. Like, the years are all over the place. Well, if you would be willing to do that, I would be like interested in knowing where to start, because there's just too many things to start with. Like, the place is filled with messages from everyone, maps, and like there's just too many things. They don't really state years that much, but but yeah, Jugei, I would appreciate a hint. Wait, what? Obvious to get. And it's for going outside, not getting in. It should be obvious. That makes it even worse. You would think it'd be a main focal point. Oh, wait, what? How? I'm inside the table. Inside the table. Okay, I just demolished the table. Okay. Inside the table? I haven't looked inside a table. So that could be the case. I haven't seen a point to interact with, though. Or could it be one of these other tables? This is not a table. Okay. Oh, the table is a physical object again? Yeah, the table is physical again. Inside a table. Like, there are drawers. I can't seem to be able to interact with them. I did interact with everything I can see. And I'm missing one of the keys to open this chest, and I don't have the skills to open it either. Huh? Okay.
Three rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
I doubt it's the nails. I'm just overwhelmed with clues. That's the thing. Like, each of these walls are covered with a different continent. and well, all of them has many events under their own. And same thing here, there's so many things. I would assume that there would be one way to open this, but I wouldn't thought it would be now, but eventually. Yeah, I'm inside the secret room right now. Like, now I'm trying to find my way out of the secret room. Like, this is the number combination lock. Like, I'm just starting to think, what's like the actually important thing here? Because everything seems to be revolutionary, but nothing that important when comparing to the other things. Okay. Because I think that this is talking about a different lock. Okay. But that sucks. Like I do, like walkthrough should tell you what to do, but they should tell you how are you supposed to know it as well. If they don't, they are lazy. But just to make sure, the code isn't the same as the one I got in here, isn't it? Because if it's the same, then I'm going to cry. Yeah, I have examined it, but I can't.
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet. I
Can't
wonder where the pictograms
realize
are
it.
from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are 2 inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cube fascinating. Looks like obsidian or onyx. It must weigh a ton.
And yeah, this is with the skill for me to decipher it.
Something strange about this table.
Yeah, it's about the equipment.
The Little
Not the
Surgeon's
table.
Perfect Collection.
I have. Unless
Am I
it,
seeing things, or
no,
is that
it
an
doesn't
actual
allow me
Unladen
to
Hub
study it further.
microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
And yeah, those both give us a clarification that he's immune to science. I have to look at that later, Itamar. But yeah, but is it the same code as what we came in with? Like, I don't remember it fully anymore, but yeah, that one. That was it. That was the code we came in with. So it's the same code? Oh, that's disappointing. I would have thought it would be something else. Oh, is it the opposite? I need to know what's on the opposite side. So that's the case. So shit, I need to realize what is on the opposite side. So where is my pen? And note that I'm suffering from, like, the headache got back, and it's very much hurting my cognitive abilities at the moment. I don't know where did I put my pen, because I really want to figure this out, but I would need a pen to do that. I can't just do it on my mind with this headache. I have seriously no idea where the pen is. But so it should be like technically mirrored and what's on the other side of this cube, like, mechanism then. Wait, 1 to 6. Really? No, it can't be. Wait, what? I'm confused, Goran. What's going on here? And I'm also confused. Where the hell is the pen? Because there is always a single pen on this table, and it's nowhere to be found at the moment. Yeah, like I already realized that it needs to be like the opposite side of it. Yeah, I already realized that I need to flip the code so it would be the right one on the opposite side, but just actually realizing what the numbers need to be on this side to do that's the issue. And wait, isn't that the game that someone streamed earlier today? Yeah, those are what it keeps. And I would want a paper so I can actually get it right. But the issue is that I legit need to go and find a pen somewhere else soon, because I want to draw it out so it actually makes sense. But I'm getting a bit annoyed that I don't find the pen. And that's the only one I know where it should be. Because I don't use pens that often nowadays anymore. Because I can use the computer itself to do notes, but drawing requires a pen. But at this moment, since I know how it's solved, I don't mind if you just give out the code. If it's actually in a way that I need to think what the number should be on this side, since the code is on the other side. Since I now understand the logic behind it. Yeah, that. Like I said, my cognitive abilities are severely lacking at the moment because of the headache. It's not a pretty sight. And yeah, the numbers need to be mirrored. So it's... yeah, so it should be here.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other
But
side.
I already know that. Over the lever, Kronk. So thank you guys. So
Well, I better not dwell on it then.
if I only legit had that one chance to do it, I would have most likely failed because I would have tried the code in its normality first before trying to actually figure out that I need to twist it around. Yep, thanks 2K. But yeah, now we need to find the origin of the sword. And it's most certainly from outside. It was weathered. Huh? Could have met Peru under strange circumstances. Could have that been if I trapped myself, I would have met them? Okay, so that would be the last skill. I must have it. Now I have at least one in every skill. And then 1 point would be enough for psychology level 2. Oh, I didn't touch the bird because I thought if I would have talked to the bird, it would have might have repeated it and spoiled that I have been here. And I didn't want to use the points, so I didn't feed it anything because I might have actually accidentally killed it and spoiled that I have been here. But it's too late since I have gone already. If you don't see lag in the stream, I have fixed it. But yeah, well, I could get the vigilance if I have a book for that. Do I have a book for vigilance? No, there isn't a book for vigilance. And nothing is in other is in able to get into. So let's get linguistic level 2. Oh, I just got an achievement called the Nightmare. What does that mean? Oh, complete the 6th quest. I thought it was something to do with my skills. And I have 3 manuscripts to equip. Only if I knew that I can equip 3. But there isn't nothing on vigilance. Yeah, I'm not getting a level on anything. No matter what. So if I would take 2 on questioning and 1 on manipulation. But getting rank 2 on all of my actual skills would be nice as well. So screw it. Politics. And 2 on questioning.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
Why couldn't I go look for her? Anyway, I can't resist on
We
spying.
must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
I can see very well you do not understand.
Who stole
You have
treasures
done
from
nothing
Vatican
less
and
than
replaced
sign
with
our death
copies?
warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What?
I lost all my faith in you.
Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
Well, I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
I do want to know more.
I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention. Your Eminence, I don't know what you said to Mr. von Volna, but the poor fellow looks positively crestfallen.
Not at all.
Don't you believe it, Louis? I was just telling Monsieur about Lord Mortimer's burning passion for holy relics. You must have noticed he's a bit of a collector. Well, for years, he has been searching high and low to bring all the copies of the Holy Spear together. As I was coming here, I thought I'd bring him a few of them. That's all.
Be quiet, for God's sake. Please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
So the spear. Don't tell me that there is a beast that Lord Mortimer wants to slay. That's usually the case when someone wants to complete the Holy Spear. Well, there is a beast of some sort. So, let's go outside. And I always just can't resist going on and tapping, even though I know my inventory is full. No, I'm not searching them. Fine, let's talk to you.
Well, Monsieur de Richet, what brings you here?
To tell the truth, I was wondering the same thing about you.
It's rare for guests to wander about in the garden. I wanted to be alone for 5 minutes.
You look worried.
Worried? No. Resolved would be a more exact term.
Resolved to do what?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing you.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed the cat, Monsieur de Richet. I admit, I may have judged you wrongly. Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing if I didn't already know the consequences. See you later.
What scares you so much?
Don't mess with him, monsieur. If he offers his help, refuse it. Keep your freedom and get far away from here while you still can.
Well, that was intriguing. Story of the labyrinth, anyone?
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart. The state the stone of the statue is in reminds me of the sword. I'll bet my boots this is where Mother wanted to lure Mortimer. Just need to know why.
Well, it's free, so...
I guide the sword that will kill the monster. Let's see.
Yeah, so...
A crack as long as my finger.
You can't resist.
And what's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
So I can't take it out? Don't tell me that I can't get it out. Because I'm starting to think that I should have followed the
Here's the famous
trail.
Ariana's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
And the maze doesn't go with the wire. Even though it's the idea that it should. But let's see where it goes, because I'm almost certain that I should have put the sword wherever it goes.
A Greek
A
drachma.
coin.
One of the rare ancient coins to be mentioned both in the Bible and in the Quran.
Hey, they mention drachmas in Quran. I have to admit I haven't studied it much. But that's an interesting factoid. I'm also inclined to look at the surroundings a bit. There might be something interesting.
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth. And if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. I am the architect of my own demise. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too.
So,
The crack is thin and about as long as a finger.
so all of them have the crack. So the solution is either the one I used it with, or the where the thread goes. But you would think, since it says guide the sword, it would be where we are guided towards. Let's look at the other statues.
Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete. Deliverance alone suffices not to wash away my humiliation. All right, well, let's continue anyways. I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much. Well, there must be something going on there.
Well, it's in the shape of that usually made into a mausoleum.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
So I'm betting I need to open the way down there. And if I have the sword in the right place, I put my hand there, it will open. That's what I'm guessing. But it might really be that I need to put the sword wherever this thread is going to. And it ends here.
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur.
He's the one who needs the sword.
Wrongly positioned, I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
Yeah. Most likely the sword should be
I
put
wonder
over
if
here.
Mother managed to solve this enigma. Minos. Son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue.
Well,
His gesture sealed his fate.
technically the sword should belong in his heart. But I'm guessing the sword is guided to the hero that needs it.
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae.
I am the cursed child. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's look at all the rest.
Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity. I am the innocent one, sacrificed for the sins of the father. Well, let's keep going.
Hellenist. Really? Why did I get that right? But it feels like some of the blocks has been mixed up. Juju, I guess already where the sword should go, but so no tips yet. But I'm intrigued what happens when I touch the blade, when the sword is most likely in the wrong place. So I'm going back. So I really need to see. I doubt that it will close down for good.
What is that? Looks like a sort of opening mechanism.
Like I wanted to go through all of the statues, because like you saw, I got a trait for it, so it wasn't a waste. And I doubt it doesn't look like there is anything wrong with it. Oh, it can prick you.
What's wrong? Either
Dang it.
I'm imagining things or my hand was pricked. It had poison on it. My head. I feel hot.
Oh shit, I would no idea that it could freaking poison you. So I knew that I did wrong.
Ariadne. Try something else.
Yeah, it says that she guides the sword, so it must go to the hero. Yep, messing the controls. But yeah, it says she's guiding the sword, so
Theseus.
I'm going to be a bit annoyed if
like a
I knew
crack
it
has been
the
made on his
right answer
torso.
from the start and got myself poisoned. This time there wasn't a sound, but it's certain that it's the correct answer. Oh, there you can see the freaking hole. I got it wrong again? Oh, so it wasn't that obvious. Well, that's disappointing. Oh no, don't tell me. There is actually more than just this one thread. Did I get fooled?
Theseus. Let's try something else instead.
I got fooled. So I need to actually follow the thread, since there might actually be multiple ones. But at least I didn't get pricked for nothing, since I would have gotten pricked on my second chance as well. So, the net goes over there, so we know that much. I'm constantly fiddling out with the controls. So it goes over there. Comes over there, comes over here. Gets lost in this broken texture. Continues over here. Goes over there, continues. So there is only one. But it's not the solution. Ah. Well, I did say that the sword should belong in his heart, but I doubt that's the answer, though. I'm a bit disappointed that it isn't the yarn, because it felt certain. And I must really be in a bad shape if I legit got lost with it. It must be the only one. But let's go with the sound theory. So I will test it out, since I know that testing out will not hurt.
The crack is in the region of the heart.
No sound.
Minos.
Yeah, I should eat something as well. Well, going with the blocks again.
Icarus.
So he was sacrificed, but was there a crack here?
The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death.
Or with the much more common version, they melted off because they were made from wax.
I am the innocent one, sacrificed for the sins of the father. Well, let's keep going.
Yeah, if the blocks actually have been misguided, could it be
Asterion.
that the bug
This statue has a
should
crack in
be
it.
over here? Like there are other swords already.
Right. We'll soon see.
I don't think so, but I was going with the blocks. And him having 3 swords is much more fitting. There is nothing to dictate that it should be the king, as long as far as I have noticed. But since it cannot be Icarus, since there is no place to put the sword, constantly messing up. I'm supposed to go this way. Because I'm thinking that Icarus's blade should be on the Minotaur. Wait, why did I even come this way when I'm supposed to go that way? Just going for the sword, but the sword is already here. Oh yeah, I need a drink as well, so I just hope it doesn't poison me so I die. I failed again, didn't I? Yeah. Huh? Wait, what? Where have you been eating steamed ears? But and like I had memory of you being a vegetarian as well, so that was a bit too confusing.
Minos. His gesture sealed his fate. The crack is in the region of the heart.
Like, his fate was to be killed, but could it really just be that because he died? Well, was killed. That's a bit boring if that's the case. Like, almost all of the characters here died. Well, down we go. I don't think it's the poison. Yeah, it's a vision.
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out!
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
Floating leaves. Your psychic powers are growing. You're making the leaves float.
Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
I bet that we will find her soon. But I think this is the perfect spot for me to get a drink.
A fragment of amber.
After I get the fragment of amber. Yep. So I'm gonna get a drink, so I'll be right back.
The Space Marines of the Blood Ravens chapter arrived on Cronus like the mailed fist of the Emperor. Acting under orders from his chapter master and chief librarian, young brother Captain Davian Thule ordered the Blood Ravens to carry out a thorough purge of this world. The chapter master had told Thule that ancient relics of the chapter were hidden on Cronus. Artifacts from the mysterious early years of the Blood Ravens. These sacred items could not be allowed to fall into alien hands. Captain Thule ordered the withdrawal of the Imperial Guard forces stationed in Victory Bay. But Governor Alexander flatly refused to pull his men back. Thule judged the governor a good man, but had little choice but to send his Space Marines to battle the governor's troops, along with all the other powers on Cronus. The Blood Ravens' willingness to fight soldiers of the Imperium did not go unnoticed. Whispers began that the relics on Cronus were more damning than holy. Only the war's victors would be left to decide the truth of the matter.
Indeed. Let's continue. And I can't go back, which I'm not at all surprised about. Let me actually move that bottle away from there so it doesn't cover up the chat.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
Notice something. Yeah, I'm not using that many points. Thought it will be interesting. Also, yeah, Gorons do have a particular interesting set of powers.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
We are caught with the body, aren't we?
Don't move!
Wait, I'm not armed.
Who are you?
Good God, Mother, what have you—
Tell me who you are!
That was surprising. She's gone mad. It didn't say that in the walkthrough, I guess. I could get vigilance. I want to get vigilance. Oh, you mean the emote? No, I don't have it. I guess Zen has it, don't you? Are you still here, Zen? You have books on politics. I don't have books on politics, no. So I can't get it. And I can't get anything else either. No matter how many books there would be. Screw it. Let's make it sure that if I find something I'll get a bonus points. That's a skill. And that was the chapter. I did let it roll all the credits last time. I'm a bit wondering, do I want to let it go through this time? The names could be different. I'm still wanting to continue. So that's the case where I'm a bit off, do I want to skip it or not? I'm going to leave it up to the audience. Because I usually want to respect the makers and let it run. But if people want me to continue faster, so just say so. Like I'm a bit surprised that I know that can't talk today. Hannah of Yorkcast did play this game when it was new. I didn't watch the playthrough, only like maybe 1 or 2 episodes, so I knew about the first parts, but it's been such a long time I've completely forgotten all about it. And I can't recall seeing anything about this game after that, and not even when it was new. More than it was being on Steam front page and stuff. It's very intriguing. I would like many more games that has this system in it. And there we go. So we are reaching the midpoint of the game soon. Possibly even in this stream. Since I have no idea how long each part is. Can't tell. Let's continue.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough, the woman with 2 faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. don't forget where you are, please.
I can equip. Well, I'm not getting a skill anyway, so yeah, 4 more science eventually isn't bad. I don't think I will get. Like, I'm not aiming to get more than level 2 in skills. Doesn't seem to be that beneficial. So I would like to avoid those skills. But manipulation, that's we don't have. But we already have all of these. Going for linguistic then? Because that there would be multiples on Iridium though. And that's only one, so let's go with Iridium. Oh, there seems to be quite a lot of you watching. That's nice. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it.
Don't move.
Huh? Oh. So automatic.
Wait, I don't...
So you've come at last.
Easy. Let me turn around. Oh my god, Mother, what has happened to you?
Who are you?
What? But, Mother!
Who are you?
It's me, Louis, your son.
No, you lie. You won't catch me out like that. Louis isn't here. He obeys his mother. He would never have come here.
Mother, I don't know what you've been through, but lower your arm, please.
You think I was born yesterday, do you? But it won't work.
I'm begging you.
One day you will fall.
Mother!
Why are you here?
And we will be shot if I lose, if that's the case. I don't know about her status, but
let's go, Mother. Let's go home.
In all my heart, there's nothing I want more. But I know you won't let me leave. You are evil incarnate. Every word that comes out of your mouth is sharper than a razor blade.
I don't wish you any harm. Really, Mother. It's me, Louis.
Don't speak to me about him. You will never get him.
Mother, stop torturing yourself. It really is me, Louis. How can I convince you?
If you really are who you say you are, what was the saying I taught you?
You've been telling it to me since I was 3 years old, Mother. How could I ever forget it?
Always keep your mind rational.
I guess so. I can have a twist on it.
And open.
You knew it. You are smart. You're getting me muddled up. Tell me, rather, whose place were we at when I told you I was coming here?
Mother, I really am your son. You can't trick me. We were in Paris. We were investigating an art dealer.
His name?
That I cannot remember. Oh shit. I do have some vague memory of it being maybe one of these. And I don't want to cheat in sequence like this, so I'm going with what I can remember. So
his name was von Butcher.
You just made your first mistake, scumbag.
No, wait, it's just a detail. He lived in Paris, near the Notre Dame Cathedral. We investigated him for 3 months. He made a fortune by taking advantage of gullible collectors of Parisian high society.
You're a good actor.
He was an ancient art dealer. He had the book, Al-Azif.
And that's what you wanted to get out of me, wasn't it?
Not at all. We unmasked him, but then he came after us. We escaped, but you didn't want me to intervene. I listened to you, and we knocked him out.
What? How? You can't know about that. Louis, no. Is it really you?
So did I actually tell that or not?
No! It's not true. It's a nightmare. Don't tell me that. Have you spoken to him?
Oh, shit. She's completely panicked because I spoke to Mortimer. It seems she's afraid of what he might have said to me about her.
Did he speak to you?
Yeah.
Mother, I don't know what you're imagining, but don't worry. Everything will be all right. If you're worried about what I might think about Elizabeth Adams, honestly...
Oh, Louis! Elizabeth is the last of my worries right now. I did what I could for her, but it was too late.
Very well. Rational and open, Louis.
Since you arrived on the island, has anything strange happened to you?
Depends on what you mean by strange.
Well, she's deranged because of something, so let's say something insane.
Like me having visions, for example?
I knew it! It started! Oh,
Hell,
Louis,
she's
I just
panicking.
wish I...
Yes, it's happened to me. Like when I was a boy. I find myself in someone else's body
Failed.
for the space of a dream.
Have you ever dreamed of a different place to the one where you were sleeping, without being able to explain it?
No. But Mother, don't worry. I'm not losing my mind. Everything is fine. You used to give me a concoction to calm me down when I was little. So, just make some for me once we get back home.
Migraines? Loss of consciousness? Loss of control?
No, rest assured. All is well. I promise you.
What else?
Oh, so this time it actually works and I can try again. Well, let's say the truth.
Personally, I think that you being missing for 3 days and then me finding you underground, minus a hand, well, that qualifies as strange, don't you think?
No, my hand is not important for the moment. If that's the only thing you found that shocks you, then all is well. Now shut up and listen to me. We might still have a chance. Something of utmost importance is going to play out right here.
What are you
You
talking
want
about?
it on Twitch,
A conference,
I take?
Louis. I should think all Mortimer's guests have arrived by now, haven't they?
Yes, they have. Since this morning.
Perfect. The conference will be able to begin. You will attend
We
this
never
conference,
talked
and
about
you must
that,
find
so
out
feel
what
free.
Mortimer is up to. Don't trust him, Louis. Understood? Louis, I made a mistake by coming here. We are in the lion's den. Mortimer, Holm, their guests, watch what happens. Do you think it's normal that the representatives of the most powerful nations are here all on their own without anyone else? On an island in the middle of nowhere in total secrecy?
No, not really, but...
Louis! They shape the world. They manipulate us. Everything is decided here and now. They create and break states, provoke wars, destitute governments, or decide who will be their leaders. Open your eyes! Nothing is impossible for them. They are capable of reaching everyone,
I
wherever
estimated
they may
from
be.
the start.
Through high society banquets, they model the future of us all, and it isn't at all an issue for them.
And? What do you propose?
It's time to act, my son. You will go to this conference, and from the inside, you'll do everything you can to prevent Mortimer's plan from going ahead smoothly. We can talk later. I'll explain
I've
everything.
seen what Mortimer has
Do
done.
as I say, Louis. It's of the
I'm
utmost
not
importance.
on his side.
Beware of
But
Mortimer.
you
He
are
won't let anything
crazy
stand
at
in
the
his
moment.
way.
You promised me that after...
Yes, after. Go now.
Yes, Mother,
Go now.
I'm going. One more thing, Mother. Emily Hillsborough, Emma's sister, came to this island looking for her sister. She probably won't hesitate to take revenge and...
It's the signal that the conference is starting, Louis. Don't be concerned about the Duchess. She's the last of our worries.
Well, that was something. Do I close the passage? Somehow? Remove the sword? No. I guess I just need to go. Oh, but Idama, back to the subject. When you say like banana, you mean you want? Are you talking about the cat face or an actual banana? Because I wouldn't I wouldn't reserve it either way, since you know which face I would rather have as my first emote. Like it was so obvious that I'm a bit ashamed I never had like realized it before.
Respect to any other leading character,
Totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it for some
Let's actually. There we go. I don't want to rely on them much, but I should use them from once in a while at least.
Amber.
Coin.
Are you quite sure, sir?
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of water.
Left.
But she said he seemed quite angry at being spoken to.
Earth. Water.
But it is not sound.
So they always take two keys of the same symbol. Where was the Earth chest? I do remember seeing it.
but with respect to any other leading characteristic, I do not imagine that much of
I guess I have to... Or do I actually go to Mortimer to start? Well, let's talk to others first then.
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning. What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I hope I'll be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to
Wait,
her.
other than
Are
the
you
one
all
you
right,
gave us?
Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
So that's all you say.
Ah, Louis, I've been expecting you. Thank you for joining us. We are about to begin our conference. Let me explain what is at stake.
Thank you kindly. But what do you expect of me exactly? My mother's the one who's supposed to attend, not me.
That is indeed what was initially intended. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been found, and my guests can't stay here indefinitely. The conference must begin, and it would be truly beneficial to the Order to join in the project. Consequently, I would like you to replace her during her absence. What is at stake here is of the utmost importance.
It's important that the French Order gets their say. And should you need any advice, don't worry. You are not alone, Louis.
Very well. Can you give me a brief explanation of the aim of it all?
Of course, Louis, I was coming to that. The aim of these meetings is to bring together the most influential people in order to think together about the future.
But the future of who?
Of the world, Louis.
Our desire is to steer the destiny of our respective countries for the good of all, and to no longer suffer the random hazards of history.
In concrete terms, how do you organize your discussions?
A conference is always organized the same way. There are two masters of ceremony who determine an important subject.
You and Sir Gregory, I presume.
Exactly. We shall be the masters of ceremony. It was our obligation to each bring to the table several guests in order to debate a subject. Once the debate is closed, a decision will be made by a vote of all the participants.
By a unanimous vote. If the
Even
project
those
is
not
not
part
agreed
of
on
it?
by all, then it will be rejected.
And neither of the two masters of ceremony have the right to vote.
It's up to the guests alone to decide, Louis. In other words, us.
Gregory and myself are merely the go-betweens.
So
Finally,
it has to be
if the project
unanimous.
is
I can
validated,
technically
each guest goes home
choose
and starts
everything.
working to make it happen.
Like
It
to
can
cancel
take
it at
years.
least.
How long have you been active?
Oh, this tradition has more or less always existed, Louis. It has continued from generation to generation.
Do you often hold this kind of society dinner?
In general, once a year, but in actual fact, it tends to be events that dictate our gatherings.
Can you give me an example of an event that was decided here before being implemented in the outside world?
Well, take the French Revolution. It was decided right here 2 years before its implementation in France.
Concerning the case of the French Revolution, I wasn't invited. But as far as the American Revolution is concerned, Louis, I can testify that we planned it 5 years before implementing it, for example.
Louis, let me keep you a moment. I would like to let you in on a secret before we begin, because I'm going to need your assistance. You see, the project I'm going to present concerns the territory of Louisiana in North America. It's currently Spanish territory, and I'm going to make the proposition to the Assembly for it to become French.
But how does that concern me?
Well, you see, I prepared this project with your mother. We began thinking about a crazy idea. Unfortunately, Sarah went missing before getting the bigger picture. I don't intend to stop at Louisiana. My idea is to increase the territory of the United States. The first stone of this vast project consists of getting Spain to cede Louisiana to France. Once it becomes French, France will hand it over to the United States, which will then allow them to double the size of their territory. And that's where you come in. France and the United States, hand in hand, two democracies illuminating the world.
I see the point in it, but I also have doubts about
I understand,
your
but
fascination.
what do you expect of me?
I want the Order's support. I'm going to need allies to carry forth my project. In France, as well as in all the countries where the Order operates. The concept of royalty is from bygone times. It is time to lead the way to democracy. Take a look at them. Apart from President Washington, they all belong to monarchies. Do you really think they won't resist? Of course they'll fight, fearful as they are of losing their precious privileges. But the world needs visionaries, like you, like your mother. It's a pity Sarah isn't here to see it. She only knew about a tiny part of the project. I hope I can count on you, Louis. It's time to start now. I must ask you to keep it to yourself for the time being. Take a seat, follow the discussions. We will have an opportunity to catch up later, and you'll be able to let me know your thoughts.
Blast it, Mother. You didn't know about everything.
Want to help or
His
not?
project is commendable. Why tell me to beware? Could you have gotten it wrong?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot.
This is bad. This
My
is really
friends,
bad.
I propose we get started. First of all, I would like to thank you for taking the time to come.
The honor is ours, my lord.
As per our custom, here we are
Also,
all
I hope
together
that there
to
is a
discuss the
spot to
fate
stop
of
soon.
tomorrow's world. Even
Because
though
I
there
really
may be
should stop
certain
the stream.
tensions between our nations,
I do want to watch
I must ask
Zen's
you
stream.
to keep an open mind. As Sarah de Richet is unable to be among us, please welcome Louis de Richet, who will represent the Golden Order and will vote on its behalf when the time comes.
Welcome among us, Louis.
Welcome, Monsieur.
I hope he'll be more effective than his mother regarding the protection of the King of France. The Order has proved particularly inefficient.
Come, Manuel, you're not going to spoil our visit. The Order's mission was not to protect King Louis XVI, as far as I am aware.
We are talking about a king of divine blood, for goodness sake. It seemed obvious to me he needed protecting. If the Golden Order wants to pride itself on being an influential organization, it should have kept him alive.
Thank you all.
Not gonna
I am
take
honored
part.
to be among you today. I will strive to represent the interests of the Order as best I can.
Perhaps we may begin, Lord Mortimer.
Certainly. I have a dream that our nations will continue to support each other, more now than ever before. A dream that, for the sake of common good, we will do what it takes to ensure stability in the modern world. I have a dream that we shall lead by example and ensure that the American territory may remain in peace.
Thank you for the thought, Lord Mortimer, but I don't see where you're leading.
I'm coming to it, Mr. President. I need not remind you that North America is currently divided between the United States on the east coast and Spain, which occupies the remaining 2/3 of the continent. Well, I propose that Spain cede the center of the continent to France, namely all of Louisiana.
Louisiana? But, well, it is not for sale. Lord Mortimer, I sincerely hope I have not come all this way just to hear you ramble on about what Spain should and should not do. When we went to all the trouble of gaining the territory a few years ago, it was not just to lose it today. Have I made myself clear?
What did I tell you, William? You speak of union, and yet here you are, about to tear us apart.
Duke Manuel, I perfectly understand you. But rest assured, you will soon adore my proposition. You shall see.
Well, since you give me the choice, my good fellow, allow me to doubt it. However, I am impatient to hear what Spain could possibly gain from the sale of Louisiana.
I never spoke of a sale, my good fellow.
What? But I do not understand.
There is one more territory left to conquer, if I'm not mistaken, in the northwest. It is, of course, occupied by your notorious Indians, but...
We shall soon be rid of the savages, so that is not the question.
I better keep
Duke Manuel,
quiet.
I believe that Spain should cede Louisiana to France, free of charge.
This is utterly grotesque, Lord Mortimer. What a strange example you set for your young protégé. Isn't that so, Monsieur de Richet? Do you understand anything of this proposition?
It's... No, it wouldn't
I
really...
must say, William, I find your project mostly disfavors me. I thought you were my friend.
And I am, Mr. President. That is why I'm doing everything in my power to calm your expansionist fervor. France, in Louisiana, should persuade you not to attempt anything to take the territory by force. Louisiana is a vast wetland where you would needlessly lose most of your troops. It would weaken you and offer certain nations the perfect opportunity to take back your famous United States. I am protecting you from yourself, George. Trust me.
I understand. But with friends like you, sir, I certainly don't need any more enemies. I hope you know what you're doing.
Am I imagining things, or does it look like Washington isn't aware of Mortimer's plan?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Lord Mortimer, but I doubt the Holy See would be in favor of Catholic Louisiana being handed over to secular revolutionaries and king killers.
I should think Monsieur de Richet has an opinion on this subject, does he not?
That would be automatic fail. Lies.
On the maps of Italy I saw in Mortimer's secret study, he had anticipated movements of troops across Italy. I wouldn't be surprised if he's planning an invasion of Italy by France, and if I push the notion a bit further, I can well imagine that Bonaparte's cannons, financed by the Order, will be used for that purpose. The noose is tightening around poor Piaggi's neck without him even realizing it.
I don't know if I'm the best person to speak about that, Your Eminence.
I do need to hinder the plans. I can't let this go through.
Well, I think that the French army will enter Italy, and that the Vatican will do whatever France demands of it, if the Vatican wants to retain its place.
You are joking, I hope. Lord Mortimer, I did not come here to listen to such nonsense.
What makes you think that, Monsieur de Richet?
Well, Monsieur Bonaparte, here present, has ordered a large number of cannons, and I wouldn't be surprised if they were to be used to keep Italy under control.
Come, sir. What a strange idea. I have enough on my plate with issues in Corsica.
If you say so.
You see, you're...
But Corsica is not where the cannons are to be delivered, is it?
Aye, but... Louis, you are quick-witted. I like you.
You seem to be overlooking something, Messieurs les Français. I also have backers who would be only too pleased to demonstrate the full extent of their fervor by defending the Vatican. Mi auguro che insegnerete l'educazione a questo giovanotto presuntuoso, Sir Gregory.
I hope that you will teach this pretentious young man some manners, Sir Gregory. It looks like I won't be just making friends here.
In any case, my lord, I doubt the English crown will agree.
Ich will sicher Ihnen, Emily. Ni Preußen wird diese Vereinbarung akzeptieren.
I assure you, Emily, the Prussian will never accept this agreement. Volner looks like he's set on ruining Mortimer's plan.
Duchess, I am persuaded that we shall find a common ground.
That's enough, William. These are grave times. We don't care about the fate of Louisiana. That worthless expanse of putrid swamps interests no one but yourself.
Speak for yourself, my friend.
Hold on there, Mr. Royal Gigolo. Lower the volume, and let Sir Gregory finish.
I'm getting so many opportunities now.
Boy, and now Volner? Mortimer's adversaries are ready to tear each other to pieces, and he takes a malicious pleasure in watching it happen.
How dare
Gentlemen, let us try to remain calm.
There you are, William. See where your projects have taken us, as per usual. Chaos! That's enough. I'm tired. We shall continue this discussion tomorrow, but please be aware that your project will never be ratified. Those who are opposed to this project, follow me. Are you coming with us, Monsieur de Richet?
Come, Gregory, I think Louis would rather stay. Wouldn't you, Louis?
like I shouldn't go like directly against Mortimer, but I am against of the notion because of things I know. And I would lose the trust of everyone if I would stay. Only Washington is remaining at the moment. I should leave. I'm leaving.
At the risk of displeasing you, my lord, I'd rather follow Sir Gregory. I don't think this is a place for the Order.
Louis? No. Let him go, Mr. President. Everyone is free to choose.
How can he be so blind? If he keeps this up, he'll lead our countries to their destruction.
Don't worry, we shall counter him, Sir Gregory.
We have to act immediately.
Calm down, Gregory. We only have to vote against his project, and that's it.
They haven't got a chance. Just one vote will suffice.
True. There is no chance of a unanimous vote. And he knows it. He must be preparing something else. What is he plotting?
I won't spoil
Shortly
the
find
plan,
out,
though.
so let's take the lead.
What do you mean by that?
His plan begins with Louisiana, which is still yours, Duke Manuel. He will begin with you. Expect to receive an envoy, French most probably. He will try to convince you by every possible means. Whatever he says, whatever he promises, you have just one response. It's war. If war is what you want, war is what you'll get. And on your own territory, in your homes. Enough games. Spain will join the coalition against France and declare war. You too, Duchess Hillsborough. You will speak to the Queen so that Great Britain commits to going to war with France.
What do you expect from the Papal States, Sir Gregory?
What do you think? That they hold a mass? They will go to war, of course. What is it that you didn't understand in what I just told you? We all declare war on France. Militarily, politically, and financially.
And me, Sir Gregory? How can I help?
Louis, you have won my trust. The Order will have to act in France, but even before that, I'm going to need you. Right here and right now. Leave me now. I have to prepare for tomorrow. Let's meet early tomorrow morning for the next phase of the conference, which promises to be most exciting. Louis, I'd like to see you a moment, please.
Let me pause so I can end the
Thank you for siding
stream.
with me today. I won't forget it. I'm going to need you. Help me counter Mortimer on his own ground. Right here. I'm sure he'll try and win some of you over. He needs our votes. Now, you leave that to me. In the meantime, I must ask you to go and see President Washington and persuade him to trust me and join us.
Do you really think that I'll be able to convince him?
I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but I have total faith in you. He likes you, and thus he won't see you coming. You must be careful, though. If he senses that you are trying to manipulate him, he'll dig in his heels. Louis, use every means at your disposal. If Washington drops Mortimer, his defeat will be complete. You should go right away. There's no time to lose.
But the war
William
wouldn't
already
be
has
the
a head start on
solution.
us.
Very well.
It's
I'll go right
too
away.
early for that. Huh? What? What are you talking about, UK? Nonsense again? But yeah, like I was saying, I'm supposed to exit and stop the stream right when I have the chance, and this is the chance. Oh, you mean in that way? Yeah, now I understand. Well, lead does wonders for your face, so I thank you so much for joining the stream today. I will continue on Thursday, but now we are raiding Zen. So I really want to see what's happening in Morrowind. I push the button, and the button didn't work, so I'll put it again. And there it goes, now it works. So yeah, we are raiding Zen. Thanks a lot for joining, and goodbye.